Hey guys, I'm your host Legoinator, and today we'll be counting down every single time the mighty Man of Steel, Superman, has died. First up, let's lay some rules down. What counts as a death on this list is the time that Superman was murdered, then proceeded to stay dead for a couple issues or even a year. So no fake outs like it wasn't the real Superman who died, but just the clone. Also, I'm only counting deaths from the main timeline and continuity, so no deaths like All-Star Superman or Superman in Batman vs Superman, only the main timeline. Also, the deaths have to be Superman specific, okay? So it can't be like the universe exploded or the universe disappeared. It has to be only Superman who died. Other than that, all deaths are on the table. Why don't we just jump into it?
The first death of Superman comes in the form of a story titled Superman 188, School for Superman Assassins from July 1966. I know, a bit of a name giveaway, but in this story Superman arrives at the school, and when he arrives Zuniel, the murder man, and his students have a crack at killing him, and guess what? They succeed. But he isn't dead for long, as some robot Superman comes along and gives away his life force so Superman can live. I guess that's a thing. Oh, I don't know. It would be a few short years before the next death of Superman would occur. You see in the comic world's finest 207, A Matter of Light and Death, from November 1971, a mysterious supervillain, Dr. Light, hypnotizes Clark Kent into thinking he needs to track down a magical wand so he can use it to kill his alter ego, Superman. He tracks down this wand, and then Dr. Light takes it from him and uses it to kill Superman himself. Luckily, Batman turns up to take the wand away from Dr. Light and reverse the spell, returning Superman to life. Boy, that was a close one. Now, a more obscure death of Superman is told in the story Justice League of America, issue 145 from August 1977. In this comic, the story goes an obscure, never-before-seen villain, the Count Crystal, who, may I add, was never seen again also, uses his great magic to kill the Man of Steel. Then, the Justice League, led by the Phantom Stranger, must venture into a realm of dead souls to bring Soup's soul back before a devil devours it. And guess what? They do, and everything's fine again. Yay! The next death of Superman came a lot later, and in many ways farewelled the Silver Age Superman. The story, which unfolded in Action Comics 583, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, Part 2, from September 1986, is a heart-wrenching story which has Superman go up against many of his old foes, and one, Brainiac, even takes it too far and kills both Jimmy Olsen and Lana Lang. In the end, Superman murders Mitchell Plick and therefore violates one of his main rules. So in a tragic end, he walks into a room in this Fortress of Solitude, filled with golden kryptonite, instantly killing him. Whoa, darker than I expected. Next, and definitely the most prominent death for Superman ever that drew major media attention, is Superman 75, Doomsday, published in January 1993. In this comic, Superman was placed up against a genetically engineered Doomsday in an effort to protect the world. The issue ends with Superman throwing his final punch, knocking out Doomsday, then collapsing due to his numerous injuries. But not to worry, a couple months later, he comes back with a mullet, and everything returns to the status quo. After the poor reception of the Death of Superman comic, DC didn't try a Superman death until halfway into the 2010s. March 2016, in fact, in Justice League of America, issue 8. You see in this issue the Justice League are placed up against a mighty foe called Rayo, another superpowered Kryptonian. Superman throws everything he has, but in the end is badly wounded and dies. Luckily, in the next issue, Wonder Woman uses a magical lightning bolt that she took from the Olympian armory to revive Superman. Ah, comics. The last time so far as the time of recording the Man of Steel has died is in Superman 52 from May 2016. In this issue, Superman finally succumbs to all he has suffered lately, from the fire pits of Apocalypse to being powered up briefly by kryptonite when he was powerless, to his battle with Rayo. It all takes a toll on him, and eventually he just cracks and dies. As of now, he hasn't come back and instead has been replaced by pre-Flashpoint Superman, who is older and has a son and somehow survived Flashpoint. I know, confusing.
Okay then, that brings us to the end of the video, and in total, Superman has died 7 times since his creation. That's almost once every 10 years. Boy, that's a lot of deaths. But still, 7 deaths, that's nothing compared to Optimus Prime. that Autobot is always meeting his doom. So if you like this video and are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Also, smash the like button. And why not, while you're at it, go down to the comment section below and comment what your favourite death of Superman is, or if I missed any. And if you're into this sort of thing, why don't you check out Finn and I's podcast, The Super Gurus, that comes out every Thursday, where we talk about the latest comic book news and pop culture news. Definitely worth a listen. Okay guys, that's it for this episode of Legoinator Comics and More. Tune in next Sunday for another episode. Legoinator out. Bye.